Hello.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Juliana.
Juliana,
Hi, nice to
Roman,
meet you.
nice to see you.
Nice to
Please
meet
have a seat.
Thank you.
So how are you this morning?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
How about you?
So far, we've met some wonderful people,
Wow,
and
that's
you'll be
great.
included in this.
Oh, thank you, I hope so.
Juliana, I'm sorry. What we're going to do this morning is we're going to take a moment to find out as much about you, so we have enough information
Mhm.
to make certain we know enough about you and what you want to do.
Sure.
Okay, and at the end of the period or the session, you can have an opportunity of asking us some questions.
Sure. Good.
So tell me a little bit about, first of all, did you write this?
Yeah, I wrote this.
Wow,
Yeah.
completely different than the other one that I wrote, so.
Yeah, I asked them if I should bring some cover letter, and they say, yeah, if you want, if you have a cover letter,
Mhm.
you can bring.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about yourself, Juliana.
So, my name is Juliana Lima. I'm Brazilian. I graduated in 2009. My major is in business administration.
Hmm?
I have experience working as a financial assistant and also in a banking industry. I'm really organized, especially in the workplace. I like to keep the things organized, so if I have to find something really quickly, it's easier. Also, I like to work with people, helping people, and I like to work with numbers. And I really like to work in groups or in teams so I can share and learn new things. That's all.
Your English pronunciation is excellent.
Oh, thank you.
Where did you learn English?
I took some class in Brazil for about 2 years, but it was just, you know, when your country doesn't speak that language, you can't learn enough. So I came to Canada last year, so I have been living here for a year and 2 months now.
Good for you. And during that 2 years, what did you do? Did you take more classes? Did you
In Brazil,
meet? Well, you've been here for how long?
I have been here for more than 1 year, just one
More
year.
than 1 year. So what have you been doing?
I came here actually for stay 3 months. So I was studying another school
Okay.
and I took class for 3 months. After that, I just was living here. I found a job, so I was working in another place.
Okay.
And then in August,
And that was in an English-speaking job?
No.
Okay.
The first job was I was speaking Portuguese in Fortnite, but after that I found another job and that job I was speaking just English.
Excellent.
And in August I start another school for 2 months, and after I finished that school I came here to study English.
So is that on your resume? Yeah, Portuguese. Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. So why do you want to become interested in the banking industry?
Why? I had the opportunity to work when I was studying at university, I had the opportunity to work in a bank, and that job, I realized what I'm passionate about it. And I discovered that I really like to work in a bank, helping people work with numbers, and the contact that you have every day with people, I was really glad about that.
Okay. So what do you want to do long term? So you don't want to be a clerk, you want to do mortgages, do you want to do investments, do you want to run a branch? What do you want to do?
I want to run a branch. So first, my first 5 years, I will start as a bank teller, as everybody else, for about 2 years, and then I will be able to become assistant bank manager, and after that I will be able to become a manager, bank manager. And my goal too is I want after I become a bank manager, I want to transfer my position to another branch in other countries. I don't want to just stay, if I find a job here in Toronto, I wanted to transfer to another countries too.
Another which, I'm sorry?
Another countries.
Another country?
Yeah, branch in another countries. Because
Another country or another county?
countries.
Country.
Countries.
Okay, my apologies. It just-
Oh, no problem.
the construction,
Pronunciation,
no,
sorry.
the construction
Yes,
out there
it is
just kind of
hard.
threw me off there for a second.
So, as an assistant bank manager, give me an example of how you would deal with a customer who's very angry.
It's very angry.
Yes, you can tell me more details if you want. Why are they angry and what would you say to them? How would you deal with them?
Actually, I have an example.
Excellent.
Then when I was working at bank, I was there for a month or 2 months, I don't remember exactly. I was new, so one day I had a customer, he came to me yelling and really angry because of a problem that he had in his account. And at that time,
Or
because of a problem in his account,
Okay.
and that time I didn't know if I should call my manager or should I handle that situation by myself. And I decided to handle that situation by myself, and I started to use my communication skill, talking very slow, calm, try to calm down the client, that ensure him that everything was going to be fine. I was going to solve his problem, and in the end, I could solve his problem, and he left the bank happy. Not really happy, of course, because he was angry, but I could solve his problem.
Excellent. Tell me about a time when you showed that you fit well into a team.
Fit
You
well.
worked well with other people and got good results because you worked well with them.
I can give an example when I was studying at university. The final party, the graduation party, me and 2 other people, we were responsible to how can I say, to do the party. So we were working in group, and we divide what should you do, and it was pretty good in the end.
Let me ask you a question, Juliana. There were 3 of you in that group, right?
Yeah.
Were you the leader, or were you just part of the team?
That situation didn't have the leader.
Okay, so everybody
We
worked.
just separate what should you do. I was responsible to find a place. I was responsible for the money, to receive the money from the students. So we just divide.
So basically, you took a leadership role.
Yeah.
Now, in those 3 people, did one person not pull their weight? Didn't do as much as the other 2?
No.
Everybody did equal
Yeah.
work.
Because that time, all the students choose those 3 people. And I'm glad that all the class choose the right ones. And they were, me and the other ones, we have a good relationship.
Mhm.
So we didn't have problem.
Okay. Now, do you want to work in Canada, or do you want to go back to Brazil?
I want to work here in Canada.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's wonderful.
Just in a few words, why?
Why? Canada, first I came here because I love the weather, and also we have more opportunities here than in my city.
Okay.
Okay. Now, do you have questions of us, Juliana?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Can you share them with us?
Yeah, sure.
If you have them, I want to hear them.
Is it a secret?
No.
How come you're blushing?
Sorry. I just would like to ask if the bank industry they provide us to the new employees some training programs.
Juliana, in any organization, in any company, training is ongoing. It's not an event. So in order for everyone to become better, we always continually to train and to learn. As old as I am, I continue to learn every day. I'm learning from you right now.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. So yes, there is a formal training program, but we encourage our employees to take ownership. And you go out and find out what it is you want to become better at.
Yes.
So maybe becoming a branch manager, maybe you want to set up a branch in a location that hasn't been determined. Or maybe you want to go to one that's not working well and you fix it to make it work well. So those are, audit, could be cash management, could be location, could be facilities. You can also help by pursuing your dreams. Whatever your dreams are, you've got to pursue. Okay? Does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Was that good enough?
Good, really good, more than good.
What else do you want to ask us?
That's all.
That's all?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, so can I ask you a question?
Sure. go
Where do
ahead.
we go from here?
I wasn't expecting that.
You know all the answers. I want to be able to know it.
Oh, you can choose.
No, I'm not choosing. I'm asking you because you said you know it all.
Oh, I don't know everything. I hope that I should know everything, but unfortunately I don't know.
That was a good question, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, if you stepped in, if I offered you to the job and you stepped into the job 9 o'clock next Monday morning, I said, sit down, Juliana. What 5 questions do you have for me about this bank?
This bank,
Mhm.
first,
What would your questions be for me? I'm your manager.
what is the main points, what's the main my job,
Mhm.
and also who I'm working with,
Okay.
and who is gonna be my manager and at that job. I think
That's 3. 2 more.
2 more. What you expect from me in terms in the training time? What do you expect from me?
Mhm.
And the last one, if you will be able to provide me, if I can grow in that company.
Excellent. Good questions.
That's very good. So now that you have the answers for all that, now we're gonna have a little fun. You got to tell me, what do we do in case of emergency? And where's the washroom? Because I can't sit here learning and training, but I have to go too. I need to know where that is.
Where is the washroom?
Yes? That
It's
is
right
it.
here in the first door
No,
of the
I
right.
know that, but in any new company, you need to understand that there are the job and then there's the environment. So
Okay.
the environment is, yes, banks are targets. So for emergencies, could be a bomb. What do? What are you gonna do? Sit there and get training? It's too late.
I'm
then.
just a trainee.
Doesn't work. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
So I always try to make people feel comfortable. We will work. You are going to shadow me. What I do for the next week or 2, you will follow in my footsteps. So you know their expectations are good. But very key question is, will you be showing me the emergency procedures? Or more often than not, I remember my very first job, and I was too embarrassed to ask where the washroom was.
Wow.
Until, you know, when you're turning and holding. And
Because
there-
you were shy to ask them.
Absolutely, but it's
Yeah.
important. It's
Yeah.
important to you and to anyone else because of
To
the
know
co-
the environment that you
Absolutely,
work.
that's right. So those are, maybe it's funny, but it is important, trust me.
That's true.
And you're
It's a good
responsible
point.
for people as an assistant manager. You need to know where the exits are. You need to know about the security procedures.
Mhm, for sure.
Now, $1 million question. I always make these easy.
You're doing well. That's why he's being tough on you.
Okay, thank you.
If we're gonna change roles, okay? You're gonna be me and I'm gonna be you. And I want you to answer this question. Why would I choose you versus Lisa?
Why? Because I'm a person that I don't like to work in a place that I can't grow or I can't be useful or helpful. And I'm really enthusiastic about what I do. I really love what I do. So that's, for me, the most important thing is you have to do what you love, what you're passionate about. If you're not happy to wake up early to go to your job, I think you should go and find something that you're really passionate about. And I really like what I do, and so that's why I think you should hire me instead of the other.
You don't like Lisa?
Hey, you did that very nicely. She deflected it. Stop it, you.
Thank you very much. You did very well.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you. Thank you for the
Have a good day.
opportunity.
very nice meeting
Thank
you.
you for your time. Bye. Thank you.
There staying on.